versus Texans. The Bills' daddy's on my chest. All right. We currently own the Bills right now in this season. All right. Anyways,
But will
Bills.
you own them in less than 30 days from now when we are at that game in Gillette Stadium when the Bills
We're gonna
and the
own
Patriots?
them. Yes, we're gonna own them because we're
Okay.
gonna win that game and
Okay.
win the division right
You just
there.
seem like you put a lot of emphasis on now.
I
You said right there pretty low.
I don't want. Hey man, stop. All right, I'm not letting you do this to me twice in the same year where you're making me go to a Patriots game with doubt in my head. No, it's not happening again. We're beating Buffalo. And
Dang, you've never been to a Patriots game before, and then this is the first time? Or have you been to a Patriots game before this season?
never been to a Patriots game before
And
this
then,
season.
and then you go to two this season.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's baller.
So
That's good
you're not
stuff,
doing this
bro.
to me because I'm not going in there to sit there in the cold to watch us lose. That's not gonna happen. I sat in the rain to watch us win.
Yeah, but the rain is a lot easier than the cold.
Anyways,
I hope they win.
tell
I
us
hope everyone
what you
around
think
us
is gonna happen in this terrible game.
Terrible? You think it's a terrible game?
Yeah, I don't like it.
What? I think this is a great Thursday night game. I like that both these teams right now are in the playoffs if the season ended today. Okay, and they play each other in the wild card round. So both these teams are in the playoffs right now, and they would play each other in the wild card round
That game we lose.
if the season ended today. All right.
We lose that.
But the Texans are very underwhelming, and the Bills have been very underwhelming the last 2 weeks, but they started the season 4-0. So, with my first bold take, we are going to talk about the Bills quarterback, Josh Allen, and he will have an anytime rushing touchdown in this game. All right? Anytime during the game, you could take that Josh Allen is going to get in the end zone with his legs. Josh Allen has the most rushing touchdowns by any quarterback this year. Okay? He has 10 rushing touchdowns. That is the most in the league. Even more than my boy Jalen Hurts. All right? I wish I had a Jalen Hurts jersey on right now.
The tush
I
push
should
is
go
illegal.
grab it. It's not.
You
illegal.
guys false start every time.
It's
I
not
don't want to
illegal.
hear. I don't want to.
It'll be illegal.
You guys false start
it'll
every.
be illegal in what? 7 months from now.
You guys
3 months
false
from now
start
is when they vote
every
on it?
single time.
Yeah, there's
yeah,
three
yeah,
things. There's 3 things.
Yeah,
There's 3 things.
I
guaranteed
know.
in life.
I know you
Okay?
see it.
Death,
I know you see it.
taxes, and the
Yeah,
tush
because it's a
push.
cheating play.
All right.
Yeah.
But
yeah. If I cheat,
We can add
in
4
life,
things.
Yeah.
We can add 4 things to that. Is a Josh Allen anytime touchdown? Okay, he scored 2 rushing touchdowns or more in 3 out of the last 4 games. Okay, he has scored 7 total rushing touchdowns over that 4-game stretch. That's insane.
That's fair.
Four in weeks 8 through 9, or no, in weeks 9 and 10, he scored 4 rushing touchdowns, and in this past week 11 matchup against the Buccaneers, he scored 3 more rushing touchdowns. All right, but let's say this: Josh Allen is also chasing history. All right,
Oh god.
he is 1 touchdown away. Why are you saying, "Oh God"?
No, go on.
He's 1
You
touchdown
are
away.
glazing Josh Allen, but it's okay. Go on.
Bro, I love Josh Allen. Okay, you gotta chill, man. I think this is my bold prediction: is Josh Allen anytime touchdown,
wonder
and this
why.
is why we're gonna witness history on primetime. Because Josh Allen is 1 touchdown away from breaking the all-time record of rushing touchdowns by a quarterback in their career. He has 75 total rushing touchdowns in his career. You know who else has 75 total rushing touchdowns in their career?
Cam Newton.
Yes. Cam Newton is also the leading rusher in touchdowns by a quarterback. He has 75, just like Josh Allen has 75. Josh Allen is going to want to break this record on primetime. All right? It's primetime, and he wants to get his name in the record books. I don't see why Josh Allen would not get in the end zone if he scored 7 rushing touchdowns over the last 4 games, and now he's chasing putting his names in the record books. I definitely think Josh Allen gets a rushing touchdown for you on prime time. Tell me what you think.
Woody Marks will have 60 rush yards. All right. The Buffalo Bills have a poor rush
60
defense.
exactly or at least 60?
Over 60.
Okay.
Over 60,
Okay.
okay?
Because I'm about to say, if it's 60 exactly, that's real bold.
No.
Go on, though.
No.
I know.
Don't go
I
under.
know. I was just messing with you.
The Buffalo Bills will have a poor rush defense, ranking
Yes.
them 30th in the NFL by allowing an average of 147.6 rush yards per game. They are
They're
also
horrible.
They are also 30. I mean, I just watched Trey Tucker score 3 on him on big runs. Last week, Devon Achane did the same thing. I'm not saying Woody Marks is no Devon Achane, but also Trey Tucker ain't no Devon Achane, and he just did.
Everyone loves Woody Marks. I love Woody Marks because
shut up. They are also 30.
No. Let me spill my love for Woody Marks.
No.
I just did for Josh Allen. Now let's talk about Woody Marks. I'm just kidding. Go on.
No, yeah, you only love him because he's producing for you. For who would have expected this? They are also 31st in yards allowed per carry with an average of 5.5 yards per rush. This weakness is a major concern for the Bills and an area that opposing offenses can exploit to control the game. This poor performance against the run is considered a major flaw that could prevent them from being a true Super Bowl contender, as they're not a Super Bowl contender. Just saying.
So
they suck.
You're just using your bold prediction to dig
bash on the Bills?
Dig,
oh, hell yeah, I am. Opposing teams can use their run to control the clock, keep the Bills' offense off the field. You want to keep Josh Allen off the field. You want to keep number 17 away from the ball at all times. The Chiefs did that really well in past years and wear down their defense. Marks has gone over 60 yards only 3 times this season, so this is why this makes it a little bit bolder.
No, it is bold. 60 is bold because Marks
he only averages 33.8 yards a game on the ground. He's playing a poor run defense at home. He's the number 1 back. Feed Woody. You can even take his over on scrimmage yards because he is a receiving, back as well. He has a couple games over 40 yards receiving, so you could also take that as well. But Woody Marks is going to give you 60 yards.
I feel like you low-key should have went with the receiving yards. No, I'm just kidding. But you're right about the Woody Marks and it being bold because this is only his 3rd start of his career. This is only the 3rd start of Woody Marks' career. And him going over 60 yards, I bet. So here's the real question. Are you going over on Trayvon Henderson yards when they play the Bills?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that going to be your bold prediction?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you kidding me?
That's going to be your Sunday bold prediction?
Yeah.
There you go. That's one right there. You don't have to worry about the other.
Yeah, exactly.
In our Sundays, what is it going to be, week 15? In our Sunday prediction video, you're going to see said bold prediction. Trayvon Diggs, 150 yards. Okay. 2 touchdowns.
Trayvon Diggs.
You could go over. I'm sorry.
Hold on.
Trayvon Henderson.
Trayvon
Henderson.
You disrespected
Hendo.
Stephon Diggs.
Hendo over 150 yards.
Stephon Diggs. That's crazy.
I disrespected.
Trayvon Diggs is
there
horrible.
is a Trayvon Diggs.
I know, but he's horrible.
Okay. Whatever. Go on with your score.
And Stephon Diggs is producing the 15th most fantasy points by wide receivers this year. Just saying. Anyways, Bills will win this game 31-20. Okay, the Bills. I don't know. I really don't like this game. I feel like the Texans are probably going to win, but I'm going to go with the Bills just because of.
You feel like the Texans are probably going to win, but you have the Bills winning.
Yes, because there's one reason in here that I'm going to say why I'm choosing the Bills.
Okay.
It is more important because we're getting into that time of year where the playoffs are a big thing.
Go on.
The Bills just dropped 44 on the Bucs, and the Texans only dropped 16 on a Titans team. Okay, C.J. Stroud's availability for this game is uncertain due to a concussion. It's not looking good for him. The Texans may have to start their backup quarterback for a 3rd straight game, which could make their offense less effective, as we've seen.
Either way, that even with Stroud, I do think Stroud's going to play, but I think with Stroud or Davis Mills, I think the Texans offense is going to struggle.
Yeah. I mean, they have been all year. The Bills, here's why I'm picking the Bills. The Bills also know that it's important to keep pace of New England since they are 9-2 and the Bills are only 7-3 as of a few minutes ago. God, I'm choking just talking about the Bills. I hate the Bills so much. The Bills' defense is a key factor, however. They are looking to bounce back from a poor run defense performance and are getting some defensive players back from injury. If they could improve their run defense, it will be significant advantage. That doesn't help my Woody Marks case, but it's kind of why the Bills would probably win. This Bills defense.
I'll back up your Woody Marks case later in my game
this
analysis,
defense,
so don't worry about that.
This defense might not be great, but it's good enough to beat up on Davis Mills. And I would say C.J. Stroud, too. C.J. Stroud's living up to the Ohio State quarterback fail. The Bills score points. The Texans don't. The Bills average 27.6. The Bills average 27.6 a game, and probably more after the game that just concluded when they dropped 44 on Tampa Bay. Texans only put up 22.7 a game, which that also will be affected with the 16 that they dropped today. So you're looking at 28-21. I'm taking the Bills because they score points.
Yeah. You have a perfect example right there.
They have to keep pace with New England because they do play them in Week 15, where that's probably most likely going to decide the division.
Yeah, no, and they have to take advantage of this game. And you're absolutely right about that. I'm glad you said that because that is also why I'm taking the Bills.
But I wouldn't be surprised if the Texans did win because the Bills lost to the Falcons.
The only way the Texans win is if Josh Allen just has the worst game of his career. That's the only way
that wouldn't support our bold predictions.
It wouldn't support. It wouldn't because he would get a rushing touchdown and break the all-time record, or he wouldn't because he had the worst game of his career. So that bold prediction wouldn't happen, and then neither of us would get the score right because we both are choosing the Bills. As I'm choosing the Bills, 18-10. All right. So we both have them winning over a touchdown, but I have it being a little bit closer because I think the Texans' defense is elite, and I think they have the best defense in the NFL. But this is a get-right game. I do. Yeah, I think the Texans have the number one defense.
We have the best run defense in the NFL.
But I think you guys probably do. I don't know the stat again about that. I know
do.
The Bills
number one.
I know the Texans are ranked number one across the board. I'll bring those up later, and I know rushing isn't one of them. Okay, so I wouldn't be surprised if it was you guys. But the Texans are number one in multiple categories. But this is a get-right game for the Bills. Since beating the Chiefs, the Bills have been struggling, okay? They have allowed 30 points or more in back-to-back games, losing one of those games to the Dolphins, who we know are a bottom-of-the-barrel team. Let's talk about this matchup-wise, though, all right? The Bills' defense can't stop the run, like Seb said, all right? The Texans' offense can't run the ball, okay? So the Bills' defense is weak in the same area that the Texans' offense is weak. Well, we know they can't run the ball, okay? We know, okay?
How is Woody Marks supposed to get 60 now?
I love Woody Marks, but this is how he's going to get 60, okay? The Bills rank, okay? The Bills are middle of the pack when it comes to they allow 12th in points per game and 16th in total yards per game, but they are god-awful against the run. They're ranked 31st in rushing yards allowed per game, like you just said. And they're ranked 32nd in yards per carry. And then they're ranked 30th in total rushing yards allowed per game. The Texans, they won't be able to capitalize on being able to run the ball against this Bills defense, as they have a late-round rookie as their starter in Woody Marks, okay, who is making his third start in his career, as I said earlier. I love Woody, okay, because he's my RB2 in fantasy football. But he isn't a game changer, bro. He's not a game changer. Yes, he can get you 60 yards, but those 60 yards I don't think are going to change the game. All right. What is a game changer, though, is the Bills get pressure on the quarterback, ranking 5th in sack rate and then ranking 11th in total sacks, while the Texans struggle protecting the quarterback. That's why C.J. Stroud is out. Okay, they have a hurt quarterback because their offensive line is not that great. They have allowed over 20 sacks this season. This is a quarterback league, and the Bills can affect the quarterback. So that is how the Bills match up defensively against the Texans' offense. Whether it's C.J. Stroud or Mills, they will be under pressure. All right? Now, let's talk about the Texans and how their defense matches up against the Bills' offense. The Texans are the best defense in the NFL, as I just said 2 minutes ago. I think the Texans are the best defense in the NFL. And here it comes statistically. The Texans are ranked first in points allowed, first in yards allowed per game, and overall defense. So you are probably correct, as in the Patriots are ranked first in rushing yards allowed. They probably have allowed the least rushing yards because the Texans have allowed the least amount of points and the least amount of total yards per game. What are you eating, man? Mix? Oh, that's so good. That's so good. Put that away. I'll let you get a handful, but you need to put that away. All right, before I take it away. Watch, that's just gonna make him keep it the entire time. Like I said, the Texans are ranked number 1 in both those big categories. They have also forced 16 turnovers on the season and have forced a turnover in 8 straight games, forcing a turnover in 9 out of 10 games this season. To combat that, though, the Bills, yeah, right. The Tex, I told you, man, this Texans defense is legit. They've been eating offenses up. They've been eating offenses up all season. Okay.
They've been eating all like baked snack crackers.
The pretzel,
goldfish.
the pretzel and the cheese is the best. I agree.
I've never seen you eat anything like this before.
What are you trying to do? Are you trying to get me to? I'm over here trying to give the summary of the game, and you're
No,
trying
bro,
to get
go.
me. You're like trying to get me to eat goldfish and goldfish
no.
pretzels and
I'm not.
and normal goldfish.
I'm not.
They're the pretzel goldfish and they're the cheese goldfish mix, which is honestly the best one. Okay, so I will take a handful. Okay, to combat that, the Texans defense is so great. The Bills' offense has committed the fewest turnovers in the entire league this season. They have the least amount of turnovers. Josh Allen did just throw 2 picks last game and has had a turnover in back-to-back games.
Yeah. He had 2 today.
Yeah. He just threw 2 picks this last game. Like I just said, the Buccaneers.
Somehow he still dropped 49 points in fantasy football.
Because he had 3 rushing touchdowns. And like I said in my bold prediction, he's about to get another rushing touchdown and have the most rushing touchdowns by a quarterback all time.
Whatever.
Either way, this is a get-right game, okay? The Bills want to play a clean game, and they want to win the turnover battle. That's what's going to happen. They're going to win this game through the turnover battle. They're not going to commit much turnovers. It's going to be a low-scoring game. They're going to play very, very conservative.
Isn't Josh Allen like really good in like dome games?
Yes. You give Josh Allen perfect weather? Like, dude, come on now. He didn't have a good game against the Falcons. He had 3 touchdowns, but he had some turnovers. This defense can force turnovers, as we talked about. So that's a little bit scary, and yes, that does give the Texans
The Falcons also shut down the run.
Yes. And the Texans can do that. Not like the Patriots, but the Texans can do that. But the Texans are on a 2-game winning streak where they barely beat the Titans 16-13.
That's horrible.
Horrible.
I mean, we watched it.
Yeah, that was an awful game. An awful game. Okay? And the week before the Texans beat the Titans barely, they came back on the Jags after being down 19 in the fourth quarter. 19 points. Okay? They've barely squeaked by the past 2 weeks, and those are divisional games.
Bro,
so this team is riding high, bro. This team is very happy with where they're at.
I was confused when I saw that score. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
I was at the Patriots game, and I'm like, what?
Yeah. The Texans came back. They were down 19 in the fourth quarter, and they came back and beat the Jags. And they just barely beat another division rival, 16-13.
Wow, the Jags blew out the Chargers. Welcome to the NFL.
Right. And this is where, talk about the NFL, the good teams separate from the lesser teams. And the Bills are on a different level. Okay, the Texans are a good team, and the Bills are a great team. The Bills are going to take advantage of an opponent that is barely beating teams and who aren't on the same level as the Bills. The Texans have barely beaten 2 teams that are nowhere close to the same level. You good, man? You got a lot of energy. Those 2 teams that the Texans beat are nowhere on the same level
accidentally
as the Bills. Bills win this game, 18-10. You got anything else to say?
Yeah, Patriots are winning the division. The Bills will make the playoffs, and I'm gonna be honest, they're probably gonna beat us in the playoffs. Like I just see that's how my fortune is. I need to go get a fortune cookie now, but that's how my fortune has been.
When you get that fortune cookie, get extra one so we can crack it open on the channel real quick.
All right, I'm not gonna eat Chinese food tonight.
is.
I'm eating a big meal tonight. I have to. I gotta maintain.
We can crack the fortune cookie and then base our bold prediction off of it.
Okay. Do you have anything else to say? Oh my God! What if it says something like, "You will find someone dead on the side of the road" or something like? It says stuff like that. Like it's stuff like
I
you
don't
will
know.
stumble.
It doesn't. I've never heard a fortune cookie say you find somebody dead. I mean, what fortune cookies are you? Where are you eating Chinese food? Okay, because I don't want to go there.
There's stuff that says like you will like stumble upon someone's greatest weakness.
Okay, well then I'll say right there, Woody Marks will stumble across the Bills' greatest weakness, which is their run defense, and will have over 60 rushing yards.
Well, we get closer.
That's how that'll go.
We get a day closer to like Boston. Okay, we get a day closer to like Boston. Please let us know where you guys want us to do an episode in like Boston.
Yeah, if you got any places,
we're open to ideas. We
let a
will
comment.
If not, we'll just go back to the harbor and do it again.
Yeah, I'm cool with doing it on the harbor. If you guys want to do it on the harbor, give us a comment. All right. Either way, yeah, man.
Yeah, it's gonna be snowing and the water's probably gonna be frozen, but we'll do it in the harbor happily.
Guys, if you have any other recommendations, though, let us know. Maybe
I would
we can
love
do
to
multiple
do it
videos
in front of Gillette Stadium, but we need a car for that, so we can put the stuff back in and go.
Yeah, you're right about that. Give us any recommendations, our Boston fans. Okay, show us some love down in the comments, guys.
Everybody hates
give us a
Boston.
like, give us a comment, give us a subscribe. It was fun talking to you guys, and we'll catch you in the next one.